In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you the top 3 stocks that all of y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. I'm also going to be addressing the overall market because it's been a while, right? And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped the stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, right? So let's get right into it right off the bat. In the last video, I think it was released like 7 or 8 days ago. We were right here. I released it on Sunday night. I told y'all the market was about to go insane. I even gave y'all a some reference as in what I was looking at, the blueprint of what I was expecting the market to do. And it went something like this. I was expecting the market to open up at around 363 and immediately just slowly climb all the way up to 3,800. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. That right shoulder got a little bit too wide, right? That's one thing that went wrong. The next thing that went wrong is this. If we look at the daily, right? Those candles were getting really small and tiny, which is very aggravating for if you're trying to swing, right? And even if you're trying to day trade, because that was Monday, Tuesday, and no, this was Monday, and then this was Tuesday. Yeah, yeah, and this was Tuesday. So very aggravating to trade over here because it's not the candles are not big. There isn't that much movement. It's very annoying. It's dragging its feet, right? And it's not doing much. Now that day right there was the CPI data, right, which kind of brought some volatility, some much needed volatility to the market. So right now, things are looking pretty good from today's perspective. What I was expecting on the 4 hour didn't happen last week, but I think it's gonna happen this week. And the reason why is because it's showing the same thing that I wanted to see. This line right here that I wanted to see on the 4 hour last week, it's showing it on the 1 hour this week, right? So if we zoom in right here, we got this neckline right there, which got breached and then went right back down through it. That neckline is similar to this one right here. All right. And this, what I wanted to see last Monday, is happening this Monday. So right now I'm bullish in the market. I don't have a reason to be bearish at all. And looking at the SPY on the 5 minute, if we zoom in right here, first and foremost, anybody who went short on Friday were terrified this morning. Like, this is as soon as they saw the market opening higher, like, they were gonna cover. It was immediate, like, because psychologically the trap is just it's just very nasty. Like, imagine you going short right here, and then you wake up and the whole market is up 1.5% and 2%, especially if you have contracts. Not good, right? So this move right here was it was inevitable. Now if we look at it closely, I think that it's going to go all the way up. It's gonna break above 372. We are already there, and the next level to hit is right over here, right there at around 376. Yeah, and that is where I would expect a little bit of turbulence, right? And it will make sense because there's an ascending triangle on the 5 minute right here. The ascending triangle is here. It's quite clean, right? And then it broke out when the futures market opened. So we'll see how things play out right now. The first stock that you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. That stock, it had good news today. That stock is Roblox. Now, if we check out Roblox, we're gonna zoom into. Let me look at it from like a much bigger scale. First and foremost, it's been demolished from the highs of 141. It's been consolidating for about 6 to 7 months at around $35, right? And today this structure broke out. Resuming right here, right over here. There's a falling wedge. Well, somebody could say that it's a falling wedge or just a flag, but it looks like a fallen wedge, right? So it broke out this morning after they announced some news about something. Yeah, and there was some good follow through. And if you look at the bottom, massive amounts of volume going into today. They tried to have a all day fader right here, right? Profit takers were taking the money off the table, but more buyers stepped in and preventing this from going like this, like a lot of stocks usually do after they announce some type of news, especially the pharmaceutical companies. When they have some type of news about their drug, the stock shoots up 60%, 70%. Then immediately everybody starts taking their money off the table and the stock just starts tanking. Well, not for Roblox. The Roblox, it dropped a little bit, but buyers stepped in and kept pushing it higher and holding it above $40. I think it has room to run, and I think it has room to run all the way up to at least 47, maybe 48. Let me see here. Yeah, to $47 at least. Yeah, watch it for a move up to this level, and it might happen tomorrow if the SPY indeed moves to $376 tomorrow. Right now, the next stock I want all of you to keep on your watch list. That one is a little bit early in its structure. All right, that stock is Walmart, and we're gonna talk about Walmart for the same reason that we talked about Roblox. Right? If you look on the chart, there is, again, somebody could argue that it is a fallen wedge because the lines are converging, right? And somebody else could argue that this is a flag, right? Again, pick what you want. It's clean to me. I like it. I've been watching it for some time. It's just been cooking in here. I don't know when it's gonna get out, but the timing seems right for me to share it in today's video. Eventually, it's gonna run. And if it follows the market tomorrow, that breakout could happen tomorrow. Like this thing could actually open up at 133.50 and then immediately jump all the way up to 136 all in one day. It looks really, really good. Ultimately Walmart could run into the 140s, like mid 140s. Um, ultimately, like long term, but for, again, this video is for tomorrow. Therefore, watch Walmart for a move up to 137. So this line right there. All right. Now, the last stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list before I answer some of you guys' questions. Now, that stock is actually, it's the whole sector. It's JD. All right. And JD is a Chinese company, and it's been beaten down for a very long time, and it hit a previous level of support, right? Or at least it got close to a previous level of support, but it took care of some unfinished business. Like there was this gap right here that needed to be filled eventually, and it got filled last week on Friday, right? So that's the first reason. The second reason that I want y'all to keep JD on your watch list is because of this. If we zoom in right here, right there, all right, what you see here in this structure right there that I'm going to circle, the combination of these three candles. This is not a morning star, but it is something. I forgot the name of it. I'm trying to remember the name of this structure. It's definitely not a morning star, but I know it's something. And it has paid before. Like I have seen this before in another stock. I have traded this before in another stock. And usually what happens is a jump the next day up to like 46. And this thing runs all the way up to 48. Usually. The name the name of this structure, I think it's called a bullish engulfing sandwich. Let me see. Like I'm not just throwing out some BS. Let's see here. No, we're gonna go back. Okay. Let's see. Bullish engulfing sandwich. Candlestick pattern. Let's see. Let's see if there it is. Yeah, that's what it's called. I knew it was in the back of my mind somewhere. Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to show you guys. Eventually, well, hopefully y'all can see. Okay, y'all cannot see. Let me zoom in here. There you go. Yeah, at the top right there. Now y'all can see. This is what I mean, right? Um, the candles on JD not as big as what I just showed y'all. Like this candle right there, it didn't drop. It didn't open low enough at around 43.50 and didn't form a full candle like this, right? And then today it didn't it opened a little too high. But that's all right, right? It's not quite similar. But the concept is there. We have the downtrend first. The market is looking like it wants to turn around, right? And I think that this one is going to jump. So definitely watch JD for a long. All right. Now, what somebody asked about PayPal. Now, regarding PayPal, the daily structure, I like it. This is a continuation of a bullish of an emerging bullish trend. There's a lot of shorts trapped right here, right? And if you look on the 1 hour, there is a left shoulder, a head, and then the right shoulder, and that neckline is gonna break tomorrow, right here, right? And once that breaks tomorrow, it's gonna run all the way up to $89. So that's my very honest thoughts on PayPal. I hope that helps you out for the person who asked about it. I hope that answers your questions. And yeah, that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. Helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't followed me on social media, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting them up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.